Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another library book haul sale. Pretty big haul this go around, guys. I'm just gonna tell you the number. Picked up about 71 books. What I will say, and I'm gonna pull a play out of Kevin Toll's playbook. Hopefully, my wife does not see this video or hear the number of books that I got because yeah, she may not be too happy. What I will say, I got a heck of a deal on how many books I got for what I paid. A great deal, and that's a good thing. I will say, and I'm always going to shout this from the mountaintops. Go to your local library sales, support them. You know, it helps the libraries. You get great books, cheap prices. Again, just go support them any way you can. I don't feel like there's enough people out there telling everybody, hey, go support your local library. Even if you have to drive a town or two over, still go to those sales. Again, it helps give the library, funds for the year, as well as you get, like I said, great books at a great price. But let's get it started, guys, with what did I pick up. We're going to start off. This isn't a book, but I still like to show this off. They have records there, and I never really look at the records, to be honest with you. I have a record player. I need to start looking at them more because they are great prices. I just never have, and I come walking across in front of them, and I see this, and my wife is kind of like me. On October 1st, I start August 1st, I start decorating for Halloween and spooky season. My wife, November 1st, the Halloween spooky season decorations go down, Christmas stuff goes up. So I saw this and I knew I had to pick this up for her, and that is Alabama's Christmas. I spent like 25 cents on this, guys. I don't know where I could buy this anywhere else, but this is definitely one that she will love. This has one of her favorite, if not her favorite, Christmas song, and that is Thistlehair the Christmas Bear on it. So I know she will definitely be playing that quite a bit here starting the 1st of November. Next, guys, if you know anything about me, you know I am a bargain hunter. That's why I go to the library sales, not only to support the local library, but because I can get 70 books for a great price. So I was looking, and in the used section that I go, all these books are used, by the way, or they're labeled as used. I found some that are brand new that, I would think they charge $5-10 for, but no, they're 25 cents, 50 cents, a dollar. But I was looking, and in the section I was looking at, the Western section, I've seen this book up there the last couple times I've gone, and I've debated on getting it, and I finally pulled the trigger, and there's a reason why. And this is Max Brand, 5 complete novels. This has Destry Rides Again, Six Gun Country, Trouble Trail, Flaming Irons, The Man from Mustang. And the reason I got this was a dollar, and I knew it was a dollar the last couple times I've seen it, but the reason I picked it up is because on here it says complete and unabridged. And the reason that sold me is because Hyde and Reed showed a video or shared a video of a gentleman, I think it's like Dry Wrangler Creek Ranch or something like that, and he was talking about books that he recommends. And he was talking about unabridged books and why people need to read them. It's like working your brain out. There's words you may not know, so you may have to look them up. But again, it's like, working out your brain. And he kind of sold me on that. And I told my wife after I watched that video, I said, from now on, if I come across an abridged and an unabridged, I'm definitely going to pick up the unabridged and just try to, get the complete works how the author intended. I don't want somebody going back years down the line and kind of changing it. So super happy. Again, a dollar, guys. And this is a pretty beefy boy, to say the least. This is 600, almost like 700 something pages. 5 novels. Again, Max Brand. Super happy to have that for my collection. I'm not even sure if I own any of these books up there, to be honest with you guys. But that doesn't matter. It was a dollar. It's 5 books. It was definitely worth it. This next one that I picked up is going to probably throw some people off. I was talking to Hyde and Reed last night, messaging back and forth on YouTube comments, and was telling them that I'm looking for nonfiction books, stuff that I normally wouldn't pick up, something that might be a little obscure, and he recommended my local region find books for that. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any, but I did find one book, and I know they made this into a movie, and I need to watch the movie. I think it has Mel Gibson in it, if I'm not mistaken. But I saw this. It was a dollar, and I wanted to get it. And that is The Professor and the Madman, A Tale of Murder, Insanity, and the Making of the Oxford English Dictionary. I didn't know I've heard about this movie, but I didn't know it was a book. And for $1, it intrigued me because, and I picked it up and I read the synopsis that they have in here and whatnot. And it sounds very interesting to me, reading about the guys who came up with the Oxford English Dictionary. Again, just sounds very interesting to me. And it's a book that I wouldn't think I would want to pick up, but for whatever reason, it's kind of struck a chord with me, and I'm very interested to read this. I mean, this has the library, plastic wrap on it, so it's a really good condition book. Again, I paid like $1 for it, and this is marked for like $25. So, heck of a steal there, in my opinion. Next, speaking of hide and read, he's done a review of a Western series. He's gotten into Western series and he's branching out a little bit more than I am. And he did a review and he's kind of sold me on trying this series. So what I am going to say is, and I don't mean to get his hopes up, I bought some books in this series. If I don't enjoy them, I'm going to send them to him. I don't want to get his hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. I'm hoping I like this series, but if I don't, I will definitely be sending these your way. And that is the Gunsmith series, guys. This is, if you don't know what the Gunsmith series is, it's an adult Western. And I've looked up people reviewing the series and kind of how it's sold, and I could be wrong, and there's probably going to be somebody out there that's going to correct me. The Gunsmith series is a very dirty Western series. It's very violent, and there's graphic scenes of adults doing stuff, to leave it at that. But I've heard some people describe it as, the older Westerns, the Louis L'Amour, they're kind of like the John Wayne movies. But some of these series, they're kind of like, Clint Eastwood, like High Plains Drifter or Unforgiven, just kind of dirty and gritty and whatnot. And that kind of sounds interesting to me because I'm a huge Eastwood fan. And I was going to get some. And then, wouldn't you know it, they had a bunch of these in the 25-cent section. So I ended up putting like 8 back because they were just kind of falling apart. But I ended up picking up like 15 of these. I picked up, and these are no order, I picked up the Gunsmith Walking Dead Man, number 56. Again, 25 cents, guys. I thought this one was 25 cents. Homesteader Guns, number 67. This one might have been 50 cents. I don't know. No, it was 25 cents. Sorry, guys. Picked up 22 Bullets and Ballots. And again, you could tell they very much put on the cover what this book is about. Number 18, High Noon at Lancaster. Again, guys, just kind of looks like a Harlequin romance novel. I remember my grandmother reading those when I was a kid, and I never saw the appeal to the cover. Some of these, the cover doesn't appeal to me, but again, it was 25 cents in part of the series. Number 28, The Panhandle Search. And I didn't read any of these, the backs of these guys. Again, they were 25 cents. I figured, if I don't like it, I don't like it. Number 61, The Comstock Gold Fraud. Number 121, The Deadly Derringer. Number 62, Boomtown Killer. That appears to have a preacher on the front or something, so I'm interested to see. Number 60, Geronimo's Trail. I read the title of this one. I was like, I got to grab that. Anything with Geronimo, I want to read it and just see. I doubt it has Geronimo in it, but we'll see. Number 55, The Legend Maker. Number 53, Denver Duo. Number 17, Civil War. And again, guys, I still have a lot of books to go. We're already like 9 minutes into this. Number 14, Dead Man's Hand. Number 20, The Dodge City Gang. And number 15, the final one, is Bandit Gold. Again, guys, I picked up like 15 of these, so I'm going to give it, like 2 or 3 of these a try. If I don't enjoy them, I probably, in all honesty, will send them to Hide and Read. But again, we'll see. I don't want to get his hopes up. Going to go with the one here that I picked up for somebody in particular. Somebody, I had posted my, my video of books I want to do a fellowship read of, and somebody I got a few comments, but one was Dustin Neely. Dustin commented saying, hey, I would read this book with you, but it's out of publication. I said, hey, if I'm able to find it for you, would you be okay with me sending it to you? And he excuse me, guys. He said, yeah. He goes, if you can find it, don't spend a lot of money though. They're out of publication and whatnot. But if you can find it, yeah. And I found it. I knew I saw it last time, and that's the first book I started looking for. And that is Alan LeMay's The Searchers, guys. So, Dustin, go to my page, find my email in there, and email me your shipping address where you want me to send this to, and I will happily send this to you, sir, so we can read this. Don't worry about how much it cost, Dustin. It really wasn't. It's like 50 cents. So I'm happy to finally get to do a fellowship read, hopefully with Dustin, and read The Searchers. This is one, that was a Wayne movie, so I'm really excited to finally, hopefully, do a fellowship read with Dustin. Super excited about that. Next is another series. They had these in the 25-cent section as well. I picked up the first two books. They had more out of order, but I was like, you know what? I'll read the first two. If I don't like them, that's okay. And that is Raider. I picked up number 1 and number 2. The first one is Raider, and I guess that's just the title of it. And then the second one is Raider, Six Gun Circus. This is like about a circus in the Old West, and it sounded interesting to me, and I was looking to see if they had book number 3. They didn't, but they had book number 1. So I got the first 2 books in that. If anybody's heard of this series, let me know. Again, I hadn't heard of this. If I enjoy these, I may go back and pick up more of this. Again, they were in the 25-cent section, so if I enjoy them, next time I go, I may pick up the other. I think they're like 12 or 16 of them there. So I may pick those up. At 25 cents a piece, you can't beat that. Sorry, guys, I'm having to get low here on the ground. Again, I have quite a few books that I picked up. Next is another one that was in the 25-cent section. And I picked up quite a few by this author. I picked up 10 by this author. And this is like another adult Western author or series. And I was like, you know what? I'll try it. I think it's part of a series. But I figured, for 25 cents, I'll give it a try. That is Jake Logan's Slocum, I believe, is the series. I don't know. I picked up 10. The first one I picked up was Montana Showdown. Again, these are in no order. Montana Showdown. The next one is the Nevada Swindle. Sorry, guys. Speaking English is hard. Next is the Comanche's Woman. And I think this is a series. They had Slocum with numbers on, but these didn't, so I don't know what order these books are in. Next is Slocum's Women. I don't know if you guys saw that. Sorry, I'm trying to speed this up a little bit. Next is North to Dakota. And the skull on here kind of sold me on this one. I was like, I got to grab that one. Next is Across the Rio Grande. Again, these are like all adult westerns. So next is Iron Mustang. So again, if I don't enjoy them, it didn't cost me a whole lot. I may send them out. Who knows. Ride Slocum Ride. This one's a little bit more sleazy on the cover, to say the least. Next is Rough Rider. And the final one is Hanging Justice. So again, guys, picked up 10 books by Jake Logan, an adult Western author. Again, I don't know. I'm trying to branch out in my Westerns. I know there's probably going to be people out there that are like, why are you picking these books up? Again, they're 25 cents. If I don't enjoy them, they're 25 cents. I mean, come on. I'm going to show off a couple. I have more books to show, but these are ones that I was super excited to pick up. I was looking for this one, and I happened to find it, and that is Shane. This is a classic Western. I have not watched this movie, but I have been dying to, and I've been wanting to read the book before I watch the movie, and now that I have the book, I can definitely do this. I believe there's a movie out there, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like 99% sure there is. So again, Shane, 50 cents for that, guys. You can't beat that. You really can't. Next, I picked up a couple novelizations of movies that had Clint Eastwood in. The first one is Heartbreak Ridge. Again, if you know me, I'm a huge Eastwood fan. I've got to have anything and everything Eastwood. And I was digging through the 25-cent section. By digging, I mean I was perusing the shelves, and I saw this, and I had been looking for this book for 5 or 6 years. I really have. And I finally found it. I texted my wife. I was so excited. And that is the novelization of High Plains Drifter. I know Dustin. I consider Dustin a friend. I really do. A good friend. Dustin does not like this movie. I absolutely love High Plains Drifter. I don't understand the issue with the movie. Yeah, there's a scene in there that's a little hard to watch. That's hard to watch, I should say. Not a little. It's hard to watch. But again, this was the first Eastwood movie Western that I remember watching as a teenager, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm so excited to finally have this in my collection. This is going up there with like my Psycho book that I have by Robert Bloch. Again, super excited to finally have that in my collection. Next, and I'm going to have to stack these up here. Next is a series that an author that I have one series by him. I've read the first book, and you probably already know which one I'm talking about. But somebody, and I forget who it was, had said, "Hey, try this series. Give this series a shot. I think you'll like it." So I was there, and I was looking. I was like, you know what? I'll see what they have. And they had the first 11, or it's like 11. I got the first 11 books in the series. I paid like $5.50 for the first 11 books in the series. So again, if I don't enjoy it, it is what it is. And I forget who it is that recommended the series to me. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if it was you. But I picked up the first 11 books in the Dirk Pitt series. I picked up Dragon, Iceberg, Raise the Titanic. I tried finding these original copies. I really like these. Treasure. And these are going to be in different sizes, but you know what? I'm fine with that. Cyclops. Vixen 03. The Mediterranean Caper. Deep Six. Sahara, which I know is a Matthew McConaughey movie. Somebody's told, whoever was said, hey, that's a McConaughey movie. Watch it. I think you'll like the series. Next is Night Probe, as well as Pacific Vortex. Again, guys, first 11 books in the Dirk Pitt series. I'm going to hold these up here for the thumbnail. Again, guys, I know I still had the Sam and Remy Fargo series to read, but you know what? I couldn't help but pass up getting... I had to get them. I did. I really did. And this is the last bit here. And I am going to have... And these are, again, in no order. But I was so excited when I saw these, and you could probably tell by that little sneak peek there for me moving them up here. But I think it was Dr. L had posted a video a week or two ago, giving out free books. And they had a couple books, and he had a couple books in the series that I wanted to get. But I was like, you know what? I don't have any of the other ones. Let somebody that has had them or has them get them. And I thank Karma. I thank the Lord above. Was watching out, and it's like, you know what? I'll throw you a bone. Let's get you this series. I've got like the first. I think I'm missing like one book, but I think it's like the first. I got like 21 out of the first 22 books in the Ashes series by William J. Johnstone. Let me try to... And I should have done these in order. I'm so sorry, guys. I have book number 11 here, Death in the Ashes. I have like the first 3 or 4 books on my Kindle, but the covers are just so cool. You know, I've heard people describe this as like, hey, if you like the Red Dawn movie, you will probably like this. Number 6, Wind in the Ashes. Number 5, Alone in the Ashes. These have like Rambo-esque covers on them. I mean, they are super cool. Number 14, Courage in the Ashes. Number 2, Fire in the Ashes. I think I'm missing book 3. I think book 3 is the only one I'm missing. Book 1, Out of the Ashes. I was so excited when I saw that they had this there. I don't think I can find this anywhere in decent condition. I mean, the spine's got some cracks in it, but you know what? It's okay. I am so excited to have these books. Number 23, Slaughter in the Ashes. Number 8, Trapped in the Ashes. I've read like the first 50 pages of the first book, I believe, at one point in time, and put it down and never picked it back up. So I'm going to have to start over. But number 10, Valor in the Ashes. Number 9, Danger in the Ashes. Number 13, Fury in the Ashes. Number 16, Vengeance in the Ashes. Number 7, Blood in the Ashes. 21, Betrayal in the Ashes. I want to thank whoever went through and numbered these. You made getting these books a lot easier, picking them up. Number 17, Battle in the Ashes. Getting down to the last few guys. Number 12, Survival in the Ashes. And I probably should have checked to make sure all these were in good condition, but I didn't. I just saw them, threw them in my cart. Number 22, Chaos in the Ashes. As you can see, they changed the covers a little bit. They go from these awesome, like, painted ones to these just kind of generic ones, but it's okay. It's okay. Number 20, D-Day in the Ashes. That one, that's an awesome cover. I don't care what you say. That is an awesome cover. Number 4, Smoke from the Ashes. Number 15, Terror in the Ashes. And I know Hide and Read had said more people need to read this author, and so I am going to be reading this author now that I had the series. Number 19, Treason in the Ashes. And number 18, Flames from the Ashes. Two of these I had to pay $2 for, but you know what? I was fine with that. There was no way I was going to put them back and not get them. I mean, I literally have like almost the first 23 books in this series, I think. I think I'm missing like one, maybe two, but I know I can find them. But again, guys, I do appreciate you stopping by. That is everything. Like I said, 70 books total, one vinyl record, 20-something minutes later for this library book haul. I hope this was worth it for you guys to watch, because you know what, I have a lot of fun doing these. Unfortunately, the library sale is not happening next month, and in December I'm probably not going to go. December is buying the wife and family members presents, so no library sale for me in December, but you know what? That's fine. I think I got my fill for the rest of the year on this. But again, guys, I do appreciate every single one of you stopping by. Let me know if there's any books here that you're excited for me to read. Let me know down below what you think of these, or if there's a book recommendation you have for me. Let me know what you guys reading. As always, y'all stay safe and enjoy your Halloween. Thank y'all.